And now, let's talk about the method 5, where the dutiable value cannot be determined. Under the preceding method, the dutiable value shall be the computed value of the sum of, first, the cost or the value of materials and fabrication or other processing employed in processing the imported goods. The second one is the amount for profit and general expenses equal to that usually reflected in the sale of goods of the same class or kind as the goods being valued, which are made by producers in the country of exportation for export to the Philippines. And third is the freight, insurance fees, and other transportation expenses for the importation of the goods. Fourth is any assist if its value is not included under paragraph 1 hereof, and consists of containers and packing if their values are not included under paragraph 1 hereof. So exemption to the sequential or hierarchical rule in the valuation method 5 is an exemption to the sequential or hierarchical rule in the valuation. So there are two situations when use of method 5 is resorted to. The first situation is when use of the method 1, 2, and 3 are precluded sequentially and the importer makes a request and the Commissioner of Customs approved the use of the method 5. The second situation is when the use of method 1, method 2, method 3, and method 4 are precluded sequentially and no request for the use of method 5 is made by an importer. So the concept of method 5, under method 5, the dutiable value is determined on the basis of the cost of production of the goods being valued, plus an amount for profit and general expenses usually reflected in the sales from the country of exportation, the Philippines, of goods of the same class or kind. So the resulting amount shall be adjusted by the mandatory additions to be price actually paid or payable and the cost of transport, insurance, loading, unloading, and handling charges incurred from the country of exportation to the port of entry in the Philippines. So the general principle in the use of method 5 relative to the use of method 5, the producer is prepared to supply to the authorities of the country of importation, Philippines, the necessary costings and to provide facilities for any subsequent verification which may be necessary. So, however, the Bureau of Customs may not require or compel any person that not resident of the Philippines to produce for examination or allow access to any account or other record for the purposes of determining a computed value. So, nevertheless, the importation supplied by the producer of the goods being valued at the country of exportation may be verified by the Bureau of Customs in that country, provided A. that the producer agrees, B. the government in the exporting country is given advance notice, C. such government does not object to the investigations. So now, here, method 5 is an exemption to the general rule as to the source of information in the determination of customs value. So method 5 is the exemption to the general rule that customs value is determined under this agreement on the basis of information readily available in the country of importation. This is because with method 5, the source of information and determination of customs value may not be available in the Philippines. So here, the detailed calculation of dutiable value under method 5. Determine the aggregate of the relevant cost, charges, and expenses or the value of first materials employed in the producing the imported goods. The second one is the fabrication, production, or other processing costs for the importation goods, for the imported goods, direct and indirect labor, factory, or overhead. So the following are to be added if not included in the item 1 and 2 above. So first is cost of containers, which are treated as being one for customs purposes with the goods in question. The second one is a cost of packing, whether for labor or materials. And third is assist a portion in a reasonable manner in accordance with the generally accepted accounting principle, GAAP, and engineering development, artwork, design work, and plans and sketches undertaken in the Philippines and charged to the
Ano na
producer.
naman? Ano da mama?